Hey Planty People, welcome back to my channel, Steady as She Grows. I'm Lorinda. I hope you all had a great Christmas. We had a nice, quiet Christmas at home. You know, it's a little different with everything going on, but it was so relaxing, and I'm glad that, you know, we got to spend time with the family, just immediate family, less stress, because I'm always, you know, running around crazy during Christmas time, doing all kinds of Christmas errands, and it was nice and low-key, so that's good. I hope all of you had a great Christmas as well. Speaking of Christmas, look what my husband made me for Christmas. Get out and grow something. And this is my sunflower too. Super cute, I love it. He also made me a shirt that said Steady as She Grows on it. So I'll be wearing that in some future videos too. So that'll be kind of cool. But it's a beautiful day today out in SoCal. I wanted to do a garden tour, but I also have a little bit of cleanup to do around the garden today, so maybe we'll do a little bit of both. We had so much rain yesterday and Sunday and Monday, we got so much rain. We had like 3-4 inches of rain in like a day and a half. And we haven't had a really good measurable rain since last May, if you can believe it. We have been in a major drought here in SoCal, so it was nice to get all that rain, just not all at once. Like my back house started leaking, and it was really crazy. It was thunder, lightning, the house was shaking. It was like a major storm. So it was kind of nice though, keeps it all cozy inside the house. You just want to wear your PJs all day and stare out the window with the rain. But it was nice, and we did need it for sure. So I'm sure the garden is a mess. I'm kind of scared to look at it to see if any of my little seedlings made it through the rain. If you can believe it, the next city over, they had snow in SoCal. A lot of the areas around here had hail and snow. They had so much, like you can make a little snowman. It was really crazy. We didn't get any, you know, but the next city over did, so that was pretty neat to see all their photos and stuff on Instagram, because it's a rarity here in SoCal. So we're gonna go through the garden and see what's going on. I'm a little nervous. Hang on. Okay, if you can see this, it looks like my tomato plant here is doing okay. I'm sure I was a little worried that they might have started to split. Oh yeah, look, this tomato here started to split a little bit on the top, but look at how big that tomato is, and look at all the tomatoes that I have on this plant, and we are at the end of December. Look at all these tomatoes. Look at those big babies. Isn't that crazy? I've never had this many healthy looking tomatoes late into the season. It's pretty cool. And look, I have some more flowers right there. It's just doing really well. This is a German Johnson. I thought it was a Mr. Stripey, but it's actually a German Johnson tomato plant. And I just keep trimming off the ugly looking leaves, and if I see any disease like spider mites or anything, I'll just cut it off. And keep the suckers to a minimum. Every week I have to go through and prune off suckers that I don't want to keep it producing the tomatoes and flowers. So, but this one's starting to blush, so I'll probably pick this off today and let it finish ripening on the counter, because I don't want to risk losing it to pests. And look, it kind of like vined out over to this trellis over here. Kind of crazy. And look at my roses. They're going crazy. I really need to prune them back. They're just really going up there. They want to climb like a house or something. And all I have for them is this little trellis. Oh well. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. My strawberry little tower thingy here. It has put on a few winter strawberries, but they're not sweet at all. But at least I know it's still alive. And look at my lettuce. I did have some rodents eat some lettuce here, but I caught the rodents. You can see a trap right there. I've caught a few out here in the garden, so that's a good thing. And since I've caught them, everything has been left alone. Thank goodness. So I got some healthy looking lettuce here. I can pick and have a salad. This is a butternut squash that isn't doing too good here in the winter. It has put on some fruit and some flowers, but it's not putting on any male flowers for me to hand pollinate this butternut squash with, and it needs more warmth. It's a little too cold here in SoCal for the squashes right now, so, but You know, it was warm just up until recently, so that's why it you know, it started putting on fruit and flowers, but as it got really cold, it just kind of like stunted it, and no more flowers are coming on. But it's okay, we'll try again in the spring. We got some sorry for the sun and all the shadows right now. It's like midday. That's parsley, strawberry planter. I have some basil here. And these are volunteer tomatillos. I guess a whole tomatillo had seeded and sprouted. And I need to prune that back. I'll probably just keep 1 or 2 of those and see if I can get some winter tomatillos. You never know here in SoCal. But look at my kohlrabi. Pretty cool. Let me see if I have any heads forming on this kohlrabi. Not really yet. Kind of starting a little bit. I did have some, something was coming through and eating some of the leaves. Oh, that one's kind of forming a little head back there. It takes time, you know. I did plant some Bloomsdale spinach seedlings right there right before it rained, and they sprouted pretty quick because the sun is still pretty warm. And these are some peppers I've been overwintering, and this is a fuchsia plant that still pretty green, no flowers on it though, but it'll come back in the spring. Now this bed right here is covered with leaves from the pomegranate tree. And what I'm going to do in this bed to kind of prep it now, let me get this out of the way, prep it now for spring, is I am going to rake up the rest of the leaves that are over here on the ground and spread it all in this bed right here. And then I'm going to top it with mulch. So come spring, hopefully the leaves will have decomposed a little bit, because I did not have anything planted in here since May, and because of that the soil became really compact and dry since we haven't had any rain either, and it became really hard. I have really clay soil, so it got really hard again. So I'm hoping by amending it and keeping it covered and moist, come springtime it'll be ready for planting and soft soil again. I have to do something. I've learned now, never let the soil go bare. Always plant something in there just to keep the soil alive, because if you don't, it just dies. And then you have to start from scratch again. But this was left out in the rain and it's full of water, my soil, so I need to clear this out here. But look at my baby bok choy. This is the milky baby bok choy. Look at, I don't know when it's gonna be ready to harvest. I think it needs to get a little bigger. But oh no, do I see aphids? I'm not sure. No, I don't see no aphids. I think that's just the dirt from the rain splashing up. But those look really good and healthy. Keeping them in this little grow pot is been really cool. Keeping them like away from the bugs away from them and stuff. Because the other bok choy that I have over there, you know what I'm noticing? All these little flying bugs. I want to say they're termites. Oh no. Huh. I'm gonna need to do some investigating. But like I said, my purple lady bok choy over here is not doing too well. This bok choy is supposed to be bigger than the other bok choy, and it's been getting eaten by bugs. So I need to spray. I think I need to spray. You can see it's getting munched away by something. And my cabbages right here, they're getting a little bigger, but they do have aphids. I don't know if you can see. There's like gray aphids in there. I need to spray. And then usually I just shoot them off with a hose. But look over there. Look at that. That's the kale and the mizuna. Look at how pretty that looks. I'm going to be making a zuppe de Toscana soup that uses kale, so I can use some of that kale. Probably only a handful of it, but I need to make some kale chips and other things with the kale. And start cooking that up a little more. But I'm excited for that. And then some celery here that's getting bigger and bigger every day. And these here are also leeks that I planted right there in between the purple lady bok choy. And look, the garlic has all sprouted. Well, most of the garlic has sprouted, which is kind of cool. There's a little area right in the middle that hasn't sprouted yet, so hopefully it does. And these are dragon tongue bush beans right here that have sprouted as well, but they're growing very slow, so I figure it's because of the cold. What else we got over here? Oh, look at these nasturtiums. They're just popping up left and right. I need to come through and prune them again. I had a whole bunch of nasturtiums right here in between these onions that I planted. I have some, see those little skinny onions? All these nasturtiums I need to cut. And last time I cut them and cooked them. I put them in my stir fry and it was pretty good. Oh look, I have a jalapeno, a red jalapeno. And look at my apples. Those will be ready soon. They're getting bigger, but the leaves are falling off the tree. They're coming off a little late, but it's okay. They always lose their leaves and then they come back in the spring. It's kind of weird though, I got those 3 apples that are growing because right now it's not the time for it. I tell you, the weather here in SoCal has just been crazy. What else I got over here? Oh, I still got my eggplant going. Still producing. This plant will not quit, I'm telling you. It's been great. What else? Some garlic that I planted down here sprouted, which is cool. This lantana I pruned back is starting to put on new growth, so that's pretty cool too. Some broccoli seeds that I planted. I need to thin them out, but they're getting a little bit of bug damage, so I need to come through and spray. And now's a good time for it too, since it just rained. Spinach, a little bit of aphid damage. Longevity spinach, doing nothing but growing. That's good. I trimmed it up, I pruned it up, and it's putting on a little bit of growth. Not much. These, what did I plant here? The Chinese spinach. Amaranth, aka amaranth. It did not like it here and is not doing good here. It's dying, so. But look at all these lemons. Isn't that crazy? I have more than I know what to do with. And they are pretty delicious, I'm gonna tell you. I need to maybe juice them and freeze the juice. I don't know. But I have some beets here. All these red plants are bull's blood beets, and that I need to thin out as well. And I have some peas down here that hopefully will climb up this trellis. I need to prune back this eggplant. It's getting a little wild. But some of these beets I think over here may be ready. Let's see. I'm gonna pull a beet and see what happens here. Oh, look at that. That's a good sized beet. Super cool. There we go. It's maybe about 2 inches. Not super big, but hey, I'll take it. And it'll give some room for some of those other beets to grow. And I planted some more leeks over here. But the other ones are doing better because they're getting more sun. These are getting a little shaded out by the berry plants right here. And this bed over here that I amended with some leaves and stuff is not doing too much right now. I pruned this up all nice and good. And I'm getting this bed ready for next spring as well. Now's the time to do it, because come spring, I'm telling you, there's going to be shortages of soil and amendments. So do it now while people aren't thinking about it too much, because when you want it next year, it will not be there. I guarantee you that. But look, I got a berry. This is a raspberry. Raspberry. Oh, that looks like a juicy berry. I'm gonna eat that. That was delicious. That was pretty good. That one was really good. So hopefully come spring, I'll have way more berries on this little berry patch I have right here. I have a tomato plant right here that is right next to this. Looks like it's a dead blueberry plant, but it's just going dormant for the winter. It's losing its leaves. And this was just a volunteer tomato plant that I need to prune up. It already has a sucker going right here. So yeah, do I see any flowers? Oh, it has flowers on it already. Look at that. Wow, this is a volunteer that, like I said, I just let go, see what happens. I thought, let's see if I get any tomatoes on it. And these zucchini plants over here are not doing good. This one right here doesn't get that much sun, just in the morning. And because of the way the sun is changing during winter time, this tomato plant is not getting that much sun. So I think I'm going to rip it out. But I have tomatoes on it and I want them to turn red before I rip it out. So I didn't want to rip it out yet till I start to see these blushing at least a little bit. So yeah. And then this zucchini plant right here has so many zucchinis on it, but they're not coming to maturity. It's flowering. It's even putting on the male flowers and the female flowers, and I've been hand pollinating it. But even with me hand pollinating them, they still aren't growing. They still stay like that size, and I think it's because of the warmth. They're not getting enough sun and warmth. So at least I know now. I thought I would try an experiment in the garden to see if I can grow summer squash in winter. And I technically can if I want to eat them like this. But yeah, they're not coming to maturity because I think it's too cold and they're not getting enough sun. So maybe if I tried it in a different spot, they might. But now I know, hey, it didn't work here, and that's okay. It only cost me like 1 or 2 seeds. Look at the little yellow bird right there. What a cute little bird. Eat the aphids. Eat all the bugs. This is the Malabar spinach that I trimmed up. That was all wild right here. And now it's, yeah, I think I'm just going to rip it out. I do have a little bit of growth here, but it's putting on seeds still because it puts on its seeds in the winter. And I thought if I trimmed it all up, it would stimulate it to regrow, but it is regrowing, but just to put out seeds. So yeah, no, these definitely love the warmth. So yeah. What else did I miss here? I did plant some nasturtiums in these hanging baskets right here. And I have another one over there. And I just have some chive right there. Sorry, the garden's so messy. I have, let me see if I can get in here. These are some beets that I planted in this trough. And I did plant some beans, some like green beans to come up. And they did germinate. Only one germinated, 1 or 2 germinated. I think I see another one that germinated right here. But because of the cold, it's not, see it right there? Because of the cold, it's just not thriving right now. So they definitely need a little more warmth. But I'm telling you, it was pretty warm here in SoCal just until the last couple of weeks. And that's when our cold snap hit. So yeah, I thought the warmth would give them a little head start. But once the cold hit, it just kind of stunted everything. So now I know. Okay, let's go see some of my tomatoes on the other side. Hang on. Okay. Right here, I have, in this little planter right here, I have a volunteer tomatillo. I had a bunch of them, and all the little tomato plants or tomato seeds that I put in here germinated. So I had to come through yesterday, as you can see on the ground, and thin them out. And I'm only going to keep the most healthy. And then once these tomato plants get a little bigger, I'll probably only keep the healthiest 1 or 2. So out of the 3 or 4 tomatillo plants, I just kept this one. And then out of the, I would say about 25 tomato plants, I have 1, 2, 3, 4
So I'm probably gonna keep the healthiest ones. I'm gonna check them again in a couple of weeks, and the first one to start putting on flowers, I think that's the one I will keep. And this is gonna be this is just a Sweet 100 cherry tomato. And actually, there might even be some sun golds. One of these be a sun gold, because this is where I had my sun golds last year. And I'm telling you, so many tomato seedlings popped up, and I know I didn't plant that many seeds. So, and they all planted sprouted in different areas of this little planter right here. So maybe I'll keep them all, see what happens. So you never know. I would love to get some more sun gold tomatoes. They're my favorite. And this is a sad pepper plant that did not do good. I need to probably just prune it back, rip it out. I don't know. But these are some onions. These are just like spring onions, green onions that we've been eating. And as you can see, like right here, we'll chop it when we need a green onion. Like I'll come through and I'll cut it like right at the surface, like right here. And then this is only maybe 3 days since I cut it, and it's already grown back. So I'm telling you, and these were just left over from the grocery store, from Aldi. When I bought their green onions, I didn't want to throw away the white ends, so I just popped them in the ground, and I keep getting onions and onions and onions. They just grow back. So kind of cool. Don't have to buy green onions ever again. And I have some rosemary right here that's just doing so good, and it just smells so amazing. Oh my God, look at all that water from all the rain. I need to go through the backyard and dump out anything that's standing water so we don't get mosquitoes. And this is cilantro that looks like it took a beating from the rain. Oh, but it smells so good. What else? It's a pretty coleus that keeps dying and coming back and dying and coming back because I forget to water it. And my little rose plant, no flowers on it right now, but I need to fertilize it and trim it back a little bit, trim off all that dead stuff. Oh, but the garden is so messy right now. I need to go through and clean it up.
Well, that's pretty much all I got going in the garden right now. I'm going to be planting some carrots. I might be a little late to planting the carrots. I need to look at the seed packet to see if I can, or maybe Google it a little bit. I should have started them like a month ago at least, but I didn't get a chance to. And I still have some more onions I need to plant as well, so I'll be planting that I picked up from OC Farm Supply. I still have them in their little seed cell, and I have yet to plant them because I've been so busy. But hey, plant them, see what happens. Who knows? So if you haven't yet, get out and grow something. Spring is coming up. I'm sure everybody has gotten their seed catalogs. I've been going through and circling things that I want in order early, so you get your stuff in time. There is going to be a seed shortage, I'm telling you. So many new gardeners are out right now. They want to be a little more sustainable. They want to keep their stockpile of their seeds for emergencies, because you never know. So order your stuff early. So take care. We'll see you on the next one, and Happy New Year. Be safe, wear a mask, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.